Stansbury's going to be there, too. He's going to have tickets. Corey Roddick's going to be there, too. He's going to have tickets. So we're going to be walking around. If you're not wearing Kiss gear, have a Buzzard shirt on. Because we're going to have floor tickets. We're just going to find people in the nosebleeds and put them down there. Sure, we could easily take them for ourselves, but that ain't the game we're in. So if you're at the Kiss show at the Romo Fijo on Sunday night, just be looking for us. Or rather, we'll be looking for you. You know, once you get up to those seats, you don't want to be screwing around. For anybody hoping that there's going to be a surprise visit from Ace Frehley and Peter Criss, Paul Stanley would like to disavow you of that notion. He said there's no point in it at all. Doesn't make sense. He said the tour is a celebration of the life of the band over the past 50 years. It's not a celebration of the original lineup. I mean, 10 years ago, Paul Stanley said he didn't even want to play with the other guys when they got inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Because he's like, those guys are not, you know. He said Ace Frehley's a drug addict and can't play anymore or whatever. So those guys are not going to be popping up last minute for a big tearful reunion. So the very last Kiss show, they're doing 2 nights at Madison Square Garden at home in New York, December 1 and 2. I give these guys 24 months before they come back and do something. But we'll find out.
I don't even think it'll take that long.
But if you are going to be there on Sunday night for their very last show ever in Cleveland, we're going to be handing out floor tickets for some people. Hey, Jeannie, hi.
Their third very last show forever.
Yeah. Hi, Jeannie.
Yes.
What's up?
Hi.
Hi, what's up?
Well, I'm calling to comment about this new Monopoly game.
Yes.
I love the game Monopoly. However, I would not buy this Cleveland version. There's so many more nostalgic places that Cleveland is known for. I mean, if you just go down Euclid Avenue, you could say you have Millionaires Row.
Yeah.
You have Severance Hall. You have the Cleveland Museum of Art. You have, what about food? You have Murray Hill.
Should they have should they have a space for the Talmadge Institute of Technology and Science?
Yes, coveted real estate. Monopoly is about real estate.
Right.
Yes, it's not about some of the things that you guys were throwing off earlier.
Right. What about a space for what about the Bureau for Insuring the Cleveland Heroes?
I'm not familiar with that.
Well, they should have gotten themselves a space.
They should have gotten a space.
Yeah.
What can we talk about with the holidays coming? What about Tremont? What about the Christmas Story House, which I don't even know if that's still the Christmas Story House.
I believe it is.
Right?
Yes, but I believe it's still, that's the only thing they got going for it. So I can't imagine anybody's going to not have the Christmas Story House.
Okay.
But listen, you've got a lot of good ideas.
Yeah.
And why didn't they ask you? What about the Shaker Heights Institute of Technology?
You already said that.
I just want to see if you were listening, Jeannie. Just wanted to see if you were listening. And she was.
No, I agree with you. I think you're 100% right that they left out a lot of monumental places in Cleveland. Yeah. And kind of went with some weird ones, like the plumbing, Maynard Plumbing.
What is that?
Well, again, a lot of it feels like a pay-for-play thing. And listen, you're getting your money's worth. I mean, that's fine if that's what they did. It's just, some people will buy it because it has Cleveland on it. And that's fine. I'm sure they're counting on a certain percentage of that. But to your point, yes, this is one of those projects where you'd be paralyzed by choice if you left it. Everybody's going to have, say, something should be on or something, But I think at the very least, we can all agree they should have at least consulted you, Jeannie.
Thank you, Alan.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Born and raised Clevelander, been down to the Cleveland Flats.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Gab.
Oh, man. We had some good times. There's a lot of good times to be had here in this city. And, I think they could have done a little bit of a better job. But, it's a good thing to hear that they've got a new game out for the holidays. It's great.
Okay, well, good. Thank you, Jeannie. I appreciate it.
Yes, thanks, Alan.
Okay, bye. There's Jeannie. She is the executive director of Jeannie's Institute for Zebras and Zephyrs.
Come on, Cap.
All right, I got it.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, so whatever. Good for them. I've got tickets for you to go to L.A. here. We've got our Alter Ego Festival.
I got some inside sources after that.
Ooh, you want to do it before? I got a minute here.
Give me my inside sources.
Inside sources.
This is from a local watering hole where I'll actually be doing a show tonight. And they said they were offered a spot, but it was definitely pay to play, and it was expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So the people who are on there drop some coin.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's.
I wish they had.
That's what it is.
I wish I had known that. I would have paid for a space for this show.
Cleveland Botanical Gardens is doing real good.
Oh yeah.
But again, that's a place.
There's no competition either.
That plumbing
It's not like there's any more
killing it.
botanical gardens around. There's the Cleveland Botanical Gardens. There's not like the Lakewood Botanical Gardens or the Parma Botanical Gardens. Which
There might be. Do we know there's no Parma Botanical Gardens?
The
PBG?
Someone should get on that. It'd probably be the Parma Underground Botanical Enchantment
System.
There you go, yeah.
No, I think it's an odd mix of things that are gimmies. They should absolutely be on there, like legit Cleveland landmarks, right? And then other things, but maybe they made that very well known in the planning stages of this. But I didn't know that. Had I known that, I would have absolutely paid.
Can we also,
because that would have been so ridiculous for the show to have a space
that would have been very
on
funny.
Cleveland Monopoly.
When you played the old lady earlier, and then we said Rip Sue, we were not talking about drunk Sue. I've had people hit me up for the past hour.
Oh, no. Sue, the old Canadian sex talk lady. Yeah. Who just died about a month ago. Sue Johansson.
Sue Johansson.
Not drunk Sue.
Was it a month ago? Wasn't that long ago. She died not that long ago. So, yes, when you played that clip, we both said Rip Sue.
Sorry, I have no concept of time. Sue Johansson died June 28th, so a few months ago.
Yeah.
But she was the Canadian. She had a show called Talk Sex. Do you remember Sue Johansson? Did you ever watch that? When they started airing it here in the States, it just exploded. But she was this old teacher in Canada, and she would very frankly and graphically talk about sex, and people would call in, and it was just amazing. Just amazing.
I'm sure we.
And she wasn't judgmental or anything. She was great.
Yep.
She's very helpful to people.
Oh my! I've sprung a leak. Oh man, I'm a pervert.
Yeah, she'd be like, well, a lot of people don't like to be peed on their face. Mm-hmm. It was just very kind of upfront.
Very matter of fact.
There's a documentary that's a few years old called Sex with Sue that I think her kids might have put together or something. But she died at 93 this past summer.
Wow.
And she was, I don't know if she was a pioneer in her field, but she was certainly looked at like that.
I remember.
She was a registered nurse in Canada, and she was like, nobody's talking about this stuff. And, you know, she was an older woman when she started the show.
Wow, that's awesome.
I remember exactly one episode of this show. and they were talking about, I don't know if I can say the S word, like
semen?
The discharge of a woman. Can I say that?
Squirt?
Yeah. They were talking about squirt.
You mean the delicious grapefruit flavored soda?
Yes. They were talking about squirting, and then
you can also just say pee.
It's also called pee.
And the girl was complaining. She was like, "Well, I really want to do this for." It was like their anniversary or something, and she was like, "I really want to do this for my husband." And she was like, "Well, when you think you're gonna pee, just let her rip." She's just like, and I was like traumatized because I was way too young to be watching it, but I was so fascinated. She said, "Now, when you're having intercourse and you know, push back a little bit, and when you feel like you're gonna pee, just let her rip, and then you'll get a lot of discharge." I'm like, okay.
Yeah, she went to the University of Toronto and got advanced degrees at the University of Michigan, and then she started doing a sex show on a rock station in Toronto in the 80s. And then people up there knew her, and they eventually put her on television. And then when that show started getting aired in the United States, that she blew up probably 10, 20 years ago. but she died past June.
Pee-pee's what I like to do. Pee-pee-poo, pee-pee-poo, poo-poo. I like to do too. Poo-poo, pee-pee-poo. Poo-poo, pee-pee-poo, poo, pee-pee-pee-pee-poo, poo-poo. Oh, pee-pee's what I like to do. Pee-pee-poo, pee-pee-poo, poo-poo. I like to do too. Poo-poo, pee-pee-poo.
That was the theme song, Gab, for her show, if you had never seen it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Let me
I believe you.
let me give you this trip to LA for our Alter Ego Festival. But Alan, who's playing? I'm glad you asked. Paramore, the 1975, the Black Keys from Akron, Ohio, 30 Seconds to Mars, Bush, the stars of Buzzard Fest 2023, Sum 41 Yellow Card, and more. We'll fly you and a friend out and back. That's the really important part. When we give you airfare, it's round trip. We get you ground transportation. We get you in the hotel. We get you tickets for the event. It's January 13th at the Honda Center in Anaheim. That's a Saturday night. So good luck.
Hey, it's Rover. Time for your shot at a trip to our iHeartRadio Alter Ego now. Text the nationwide keyword ALT to the number 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info, standard data, and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's ALT to the number 200-200. Good luck from 100.7 WMMS.
I will have another trip for you tomorrow around 5 o'clock. I think Rover has one in the 9 o'clock hour, so you get 2 a day on those trips. If you listen on iHeartRadio from anywhere outside Ohio, Canada, the United States, we don't have a Mexican bureau chief, but this is available all throughout North America. You can leave us messages anytime you like.
Speaking of a little trading in some of your dignity, I have a friend and her fiance would return his Duluth underwear that would have holes in them because they're supposed to be lifetime guaranteed. So he had no shame returning his holy underwear. I don't know if they still take returns for undies anymore. But anyway, gross.
Bill, you should look into this.
I know, but I mean, it's not
Lifetime,
like,
how can they lifetime guarantee underwear?
I don't know. But
Men are animals. How can they do that?
That seems.
Plus, I like my holy underwear. I want to keep those.
No, I want my holy underwear gone.
The breeze.
If I get even a stray thread on my underwear, they are in the garbage.
Thank you.
I do not F around.
You're not American.
I don't have any holes in my underwear.
Oh, he's not poor.
No, you.
I'm not pouring.
I was going to say you don't have. There's plenty of affordable underwear. You can get a pack of 6 Hanes at Target or something for probably like $5.
I like the way they fit me.
There, you're wearing tidy whites though, aren't you?
I have an array.
Ugh.
What does that mean?
What tidy whitey underwear? What's the point?
I have tight underwear. I have underwear for every occasion. People are going to.
What occasion is the tidy white occasion?
There are some, like if I'm having a tidy whitey party, there's a group of gays.
Pardon me.
Yes.
When was the last one you had? You go, hey, it's another one of Poundcake's famous tidy whitey parties.
Also, the pressure.
What do you mean the pressure?
To keep it white.
Well, a lot of them are new, and I don't wear them that often.
Right.
By the way, you do understand I'm talking about your underwear. I realize tidy whitey is also your preferred male of choice, but
before COVID, Alan, it's the last time I had a tidy whitey party. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I mean, COVID's been kind of off the radar for a minute, at least in the extreme sense.
I got some.
So, will you plan one for 2024? And can I come? Can Bill and I come to your... What I'm trying to say is, can Bill and Gab and I all come to your tidy whitey party the next time you throw one? What I'm trying to say is...
I'll go if Gab goes.
What I'm trying to say is, can Bill and I and Gab and Keith Kennedy and Rob all come to your tidy whitey party?
This is not getting me into it.
What I'm trying to say is, can Bill and I and Gab and Keith and Hotchkiss and Rob and the Kurt Man and Dan Kensinger, can we all come to your next tidy whitey party?
Yes.
Okay. Finally got somewhere with this guy. He's intractable. Wow.
Yeah.
Immovable object.
Underwear for every occasion. You have some see-through underwear. You have some briefs.
So the tidy whites are just for the party. So by your definition, they go unworn the rest of the time.
Yeah.
You have a fresh pack ready to open. They're vacuum sealed. When that party's coming up, you tear it open, it goes psst.
I still have the Christmas pair that Mary got me years ago. And those are see-through. And those are, if I'm getting some Christmas D and I want to surprise my man,
Christmas D.
That's what baby Jesus was all about. He's like, I'm glad my birthday can be a time for you to have someone go down your stocking.
Tis the
I
season.
took a big old swaller out
stuff
of
your
it, and I was
stocking.
like, uh-oh.
Go down your stocking. All right, well, and so then there's boxer. What's the array? Boxer briefs?
So the only thing I don't have is boxers. I don't have
I was going to say,
boxers at all.
Yeah, I don't get people wearing tighty whites or just OG boxers.
Boxer briefs. I have the ones that are like the straight, I think they're called the rectangle cut. What are they called? Square cut. I have those. I have like the V-shaped ones. I have one.
You get the long boxer briefs? You get the 6-inch or the 9-inch? You get the ones that go to the knee or the thigh?
Oh, the thigh. Why
Yeah,
would I get
okay.
them to go to the
Because they
knee?
make them that go way down, and I don't know who wears those. But Gab, are you like a tidy whites gal or no?
Like to myself or
Underwear,
or
yeah.
preference on other people?
No, you. Tidy
Oh,
whites?
No.
Thong?
I'm not a big underwear person, unfortunately. I hate to say that on the airwaves. No, it's literally better for your health.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
I really shouldn't have admitted that.
We appreciate you doing it.
No, I mean, listen.
Better for your health.
I went commando for a long time, and everybody gave me a hard time. But it's pretty great. I haven't done it in a minute, but it's pretty great.
I really only, unless I'm wearing a dress or a skirt or jeans. There's certain things, but for the most, by and large, like.
Wait, a dress, skirt, and jeans is pretty much that's everything.
No,
Oh,
because
like leggings you won't.
That's not my usual day to day.
So is it leggings for you don't want the lines, or it's just more comfy, or?
I think I started to wonder, like, where did I get this from? Like, when did this start? And I think it has to do with I ran track in college.
You didn't want chafing.
And it was too many things going on.
Okay.
You just got to be like aerodynamic out here.
Free and clear.
It's too many things. Just,
you need the breeze flowing wherever it wants to flow.
Yeah, just
right.
have the one, and you're good. You know what I do? You know what? It's true though. I will do like with news and stuff. You have to hook your microphone up and have something to hook it to.
Yeah.
I will wear like spandex shorts as underwear under skirts and dresses and stuff.
Well, and probably especially in the wintertime, right?
You know, what do you mean?
You don't want chapped lips.
This guy.
Bill, did you see what I did?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
So where did it come from? Oh, it came from running.
I think that's where it started.
Okay.
Oh, and a lot of running shorts have built-in underwear. So why are you going to wear underwear with the built-in underwear? It was too much.
Oh,
underwear.
yeah, okay.
So I think that's where it started. And
there's
I
a
just kinda,
redundancy
like,
happening.
Adopted that
Yeah.
into my
See, what I did when I was a wrestler is I'd put my underwear on. I'd have like boxers on, and then I'd put my singlet over that, and then I'd pull the legs out of my singlet.
It's an intimidating look.
Listen, these were
every advantage you can get.
That's right.
That's like you have to prove something. It's like
I
you're trying to be
did.
like,
I
listen,
sucked my freshman
I
year.
just want you to know I'm wearing underwear.
I didn't get good till junior year. I got pinned a lot. Yeah, but you pull out those jet black wings, boy, and nobody. I mean, because I could either forfeit.
It's even better when you have like the traditional white with the red hearts on it.
Yes, that's
That
right.
really sends
My
a message.
Valentine's Day.
They're like, oh, I can't pin this guy. He's here for a Make-A-Wish.
I was like Al Bundy. Yeah, no. I mean, it was because I could either forfeit because a lot of times they didn't have anybody in my weight class, so I'd either wrestle up and almost surely get beaten, or the other team would forfeit. I didn't want to win that way, so I would wrestle up. So when these guys, you know, they've since changed the weight classes.
Right. Okay.
But when I was in high school and college, I was wrestling at 112. And 135, which looking back, I'm like, oh my God, 135 is so small.
Wow.
But it was the next weight class up. And so 135 to me might as well have been 250.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
And so when I would walk out with those boxers and my headgear on, and I was a menace. I was just mean mugging everybody. Those mat maidens, our cheerleaders, oh. Nothing to look at, but boy, they did the job. They were out there getting you all riled up.
I would like to see a photo of this.
No, you wouldn't, trust me.
Yes. Yeah, we need to know.
Trust me, you would not. This was back before cameras. Hey.
Very old.
Cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah, please. You got to go, yeah?
I do. I have to run.
Thank you so much for
We
coming
got
in.
volleyball
It's
playoffs
always
tonight.
great to see you.
Thanks, Gab.
Yeah,
Thank you, Gab.
guys.
It's always-
Poundcake, love you so much. So proud of you.
I'm going to pop in and say hi.
Okay,
Bye to
perfect.
you.
Good.
Comedian Kelsey Cook is going to join us shortly. She is in town to do the weekend at Hilarity, so we will catch up with her. And then I'll have another $1,000 for you. Those keywords are still coming. Listen for your shot at $1,000 from the Buzzard Bookie coming up at 5:30.
Now you can relive the greatest moments from our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Lenny Kravitz kicks things off with his biggest hits.
Foo Fighters get the whole crowd singing along.
Travis Scott brings the heat with an explosive performance.
TLC pay a heartwarming tribute to Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
Kane Brown brings out surprise guest Khalid.
Kelly Clarkson lights up the arena with new music.
Jared Leto brings fans on stage for a 30 Seconds to Mars performance you'll have to see to believe.
Little Dirk and surprise guest J. Cole perform All My Life together for the first time.
Tim McGraw debuts his new song live.
Public Enemy brings the 90s hip-hop energy.
Fall Out Boy covers a classic, while literally